Episode 12. We're going to be discussing in episode 12 first some DaVinci tips that picked up while my wife and I were working on our other channel, the Southwest Florida Barrier Islands, which we produce videos for information for guests and locals, especially after the Hurricane Ian hit Sanibel Island and these barrier islands. People want to know what's open and what they can expect when they arrive. Then we're going to talk about the Logitech mouse. I produced an episode on the Logitech mouse, actually more about how to map each of the controls. I've been using it since that time, and I really like it as a tool for editing, and I'd like to show you how those tools work. I'd encourage you, if you're going to do a lot of editing, this kind of addition to your hardware can really help you. Then we're going to talk about how I use Freeform, which is an Apple app, which is what I use for notes while I'm learning DaVinci and other things. I have several boards that I use, but there are a few things that were quirky there that I've found some workarounds that I'd like to pass on to you. Then there'll be some extra tips, so stay tuned till we get to the end. Let's now take a look at the DaVinci tips that we're going to go through in this segment. First, talk about the F9 key, then the FN right and left keys, and then the media page and keywords. Let's take a look at the F9 key. I'm surprised mine isn't already worn out. Well, let's show what the F9 key will do, and actually the use of the keywords. So over here in my smart bins, I've got the episode 12 introduction up there now, but right below it is the FN left-right key, so I press it. And then if I double click it up here, it'll show up in the preview window. So now that I'm in the edit page and I've got this in the preview window, if I press that F9 key, it adds it right to the timeline. Along with the audio, all of it's together, one keystroke. Let's take a look at the FN key left and right arrows. You can see that this timeline here is rather short. If it was a very, very long one, this tip really works out very nicely. But normally, like on one like this, you could just go like this and it would be right there, right to the front. But if it was very long, what I've learned is to use the FN left arrow, and it goes to the front, and the FN right arrow, and it goes back to the end of the timeline. If you're finding these videos informational for you and that you can use them, we'd really appreciate it if you'd hit the subscribe button, like, and even make a comment so we can make our videos in the future better for you. Covered a few of the DaVinci tips, first the F9 key and then the FN right and left. Now we're going to take a look at the media page and keywords. Even though we've touched on them briefly, now we'll take a closer look at them. Producing a video gets you a lot of still images and an awful lot of video digital information that needs to be categorized and a little bit easier to be able to edit. All right, let's begin by first talking about this particular page, the media page, which is located here, the first one. I hardly ever use the media page and discovered that it had a lot of advantages. First of all, I didn't have to jump back and forth between the DaVinci software program and my Finder to find where the item was that I needed, and then I was just using the edit page where I did Command I to import things. But in this case, let's take a look at this a little closer. This particular one I did in Keynote, which you'll see, well, you've probably already seen it, but this is a demonstration of this. It's already in here because I put it into the Finder when I created it. So when I went back to DaVinci, now I can take this and drag it down into this spot, which is down at the bottom. And let me see where it is. Here it is here. And you can see up on the right-hand side, the area opened up where I can then identify that as with a keyword. But right in the keyword, I'm going to click on there. Whoops, there it is here, keywords. And I'm going to call this the DaVinci Keynote. and it's already identified here. If I double click it here, it's into the spot, but it's all the way at the end. I'm going to bring it up to the front, and then when I go back to the edit page, it's going to show this is what's there now, which is the keyboard. But if I go to the keywords now and click on it, it opens up, and there the first keyword is a DaVinci, and if I click on it, it shows me that. I double click it, it's in the page there, and I can start at the beginning, and all I have to do then is hit the F9 key, and it adds it to the end. So by using the media page and keywords, it makes editing a little bit easier. Well, we've done the media page and the keywords, so let's go on now to the use of the Logitech mouse. I'm going to now push the thumb control on the Magic Mouse, and as you can see, up pops the save current, and I can go ahead and save it with just one click. Now we'll take a look at using the ripple cut left and the ripple cut right buttons. And by the way, if you don't have a Magic Mouse, you can skip in the timeline to something you're more interested in, or if your mouse is not mapped like this one. Okay, let's demonstrate a ripple cut left. Got this recorded. As you can see, there's a gap in the audio right here. So I'm going to take the cursor over, place it right there, use my thumb wheel to make a cut on both of them. Now in this case I'm going to select both just to make sure. And what a ripple cut left means is everything to the left of this cursor is going to be deleted. I'm going to press the button now, and now you see it just pulls both the audio and video over to the left. And now we'll take a look at the ripple cut right. Now I'll do a demonstration of the ripple cut right, and I'm going to use it on the same one that I just did for the ripple cut left. As you can see right here on this one, I let it run a little bit. So as the cursor is in the right position, both are selected. Now I can hit the ripple cut right button, and they go away. It shortens it up. It makes short work of a lot of editing.